Today is the day that Grand Theft Auto 4 turns 10 years old, and today we're going to be looking back at GTA 4 10 years later. So this is arguably my favorite Grand Theft Auto game. I know that's slightly controversial. A lot of people want to go for the 3D era games or Grand Theft Auto 5, but I really loved GTA 4 for its story, its setting, the characters that were in there. So many amazing things made this game just absolutely incredible. And today, on April 29th, 2018, GTA 4 turns 10 years old, which is incredibly cool. So GTA 4 was developed and released for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, and it was later released on PC. And it was actually the 11th game that Rockstar had released in the series. Now, this game was a huge step for Rockstar Games for what they had really never done before. It was also a huge step for the entire gaming scene, and it was the first Rockstar game that was in the HD universe, which was a huge jump for them in terms of graphics, in terms of the things that they could do. It was just one of the most beautiful looking games at its time. It won multiple awards like Game of the Year, Best Action Game, and so much more. And GTA 4, just like any other Rockstar game, brought a ton of controversy with it. But of course, that didn't stop millions of people from buying this game and making it one of the most popular titles of all time. Now, one of the more interesting things I like about Grand Theft Auto 4 is the way it actually got revealed. So the way Grand Theft Auto 4 was actually revealed was at E3 2016. It was at Microsoft's press conference. And at the time, I think the head of Microsoft or their Xbox division was Peter Moore. And he actually pulled up his shirt and revealed that he had a tattoo of GTA 4, like Grand Theft Auto 4's official logo. Now, at the time, Rockstar had an exclusivity deal with Microsoft, and so that was a huge deal. And everyone freaked out when he revealed this logo. Like, cameras started flashing. It was the most insane thing ever. If I can find the video, I'll show it on the screen for you guys. It was so cool. Like, back in 2006, like, this was amazing. Now, in today's standards, there's like way cooler presentations that video games have for revealing stuff. But at the time when this head of Microsoft's Xbox division revealed this, everyone was like, oh my goodness, a new Grand Theft Auto game is coming out. And then, of course, it did 2 years later in 2008. So that's just one reason why I think Grand Theft Auto 4 is amazing. What I want to do now is take a look back at what made Grand Theft Auto 4 the game people love and have so many memories with, and basically just to look at it 10 years later. So the first thing is the characters and the setting. So the Grand Theft Auto 4 story will always be remembered as one of the best ever created. And it's kind of opposite to the traditional GTA story, which is sort of wacky and crazy. This one is set in dark and gloomy Liberty City, Rockstar Games' version of New York City. And the story was incredible. You played Niko Bellic. He comes to Liberty City on a boat. He was promised the American dream by his cousin, Roman Bellic. It turns out not to be true. His sports cars are just taxi cabs. His mansions are, studio apartments. Basically, everything that Roman told Niko is not true. And Niko is constantly getting his cousin out of trouble with loan sharks. And the one thing Rockstar did really well is have this connection between the two characters. Roman is silly and doesn't know what he's doing. Niko is incredibly serious and knows exactly what he wants. It's just a really fun story between the two. The next thing I loved was the world itself. Obviously, New York City is such an iconic place. So you have a ton of recognizable landmarks like the Empire State Building or Times Square, or by far my most enjoyable place to visit, and that was the Statue of Happiness on Liberty Island. So the Statue of Happiness, which is GTA 4's Statue of Liberty, is an in-game landmark that obviously a lot of people are going to remember. Inside the statue, there was a beating heart, which is one of the biggest Easter eggs of all time. Now, something you might not know is the statue actually holds a cup of coffee instead of a torch. And this is a reference to the hot coffee mod from GTA San Andreas, which was a pretty explicit mod that Rockstar actually had to deal with. They actually had to modify their game and fix. And it actually was a huge controversy. Now, the face of the statue is United States presidential candidate and also First Lady and also former Senator Hillary Clinton, who actually launched an investigation against Rockstar due to this hot coffee mod. That's one of the controversies we talked about a little bit earlier. Now, another thing I think is pretty amazing is multiplayer. This is the first multiplayer that Rockstar had properly focused on, and this was much different than Grand Theft Auto Online is right now. You could literally do anything you wanted. There were no paywalls to unlock, no harmless glitches being patched. It was really all fun. And a lot of people prefer GTA 4's multiplayer over Grand Theft Auto Online. Everything was available for you in free mode. You didn't have to grind to unlock vehicles or weapons or properties. You could just find them on the streets. There was also really cool game modes such as Cops and Crooks, Turf War, Deathmatch, and more. The Cops and Crooks version of GTA 4 is way better than the Vespucci job one that they added in Grand Theft Auto Online. Invite-only free modes were also highly customizable in the settings with selectable vehicles, no police, friendly fire options, and much more. And I'm not the only one who feels this way. Literally, as I'm making this video, a Kotaku article just came out, and the title of their article is 10 years later, GTA 4's multiplayer is still fun and active. Now, the active part is surprising to me, especially because Grand Theft Auto 4 is really only available on last gen. PS3, Xbox 360. I know it's backwards compatible on Xbox One, and I know it's on PC, but you're not exactly including a large player base there. So it is really exciting to see, Grand Theft Auto Online's multiplayer still be really active, which I did not think was going to be the case. And Grand Theft Auto 4's multiplayer is just so much fun. There's so many beloved glitches that Rockstar have never patched. It's kind of unfortunate that they seem to do that with GTA 5. They patch all the really fun glitches, like a swing set glitch or just something that'll launch you miles into the air. That's one of the things I liked about GTA 4 is Rockstar kept those quirky things into the game. And I'm sure a lot of people like myself appreciate Grand Theft Auto Online, everything Rockstar have added, all the updates they've done. But a decade later, visiting GTA 4 will remind a lot of people that there is something pretty great about a more simple and quiet multiplayer experience. Another thing that made GTA 4 really unique was its story DLC. This is something Grand Theft Auto 5 doesn't have, and it's something that no other game in the Grand Theft Auto series has either, is a story mode update. Now, possibly one of the best story mode updates ever released for any video game was Grand Theft Auto Episodes from Liberty City. It included 2 different story modes, one playing as Luis Lopez, where you're essentially the associate/bodyguard to Gay Tony, and of course, the Ballad of Gay Tony. And the second story is playing Johnny Klebitz, who is the VP of the Lost and the Damned Motorcycle Club in The Lost and the Damned. Both versions are set in the same timeline and same story as GTA 4, but you'll sort of see them from a different perspective with different characters. I mean, honestly, some people think that the DLCs for this game are better than the story. And even though I don't necessarily think that's true, I can see where they're getting at because Rockstar did an absolutely incredible job with these 2 expansions. And it kind of makes you wonder if Rockstar hadn't shifted away that focus from single player in GTA 5, how amazing a story mode DLC for that game could have been too. Another thing I think Grand Theft Auto 4 did was sort of set the plot for GTA 5. And what I'm talking about there is one mission in particular called 3-Leaf Clover. This is probably a mission people remember a lot because of how fascinating it was. 3-Leaf Clover was a bank heist in which you take part in for Packy McCreary and his brothers, and you actually steal $1 million from the Bank of Liberty. And this is actually the first major heist Rockstar had done within the HD universe. Now, the reason I say this sort of set the tone for GTA 5, as I'm sure Rockstar got a ton of feedback on that mission. They said, we love that. The action was super high-paced. It was one of the most gritty, intense missions. And I'm sure Rockstar's feedback for that was, okay, people like that. Let's make multiple of those in GTA 5. And that's exactly what we got. Whether it was the Palito Bay heist, the one at the very end of the game, the Union Depository, the first one you do on the Evangelico jewelry store. I mean, I think it really set the tone for what Rockstar did in GTA 5, which of course is absolutely remarkable. Now, the last thing I want to talk about today is Rockstar's missed opportunity to do something for this game for its 10-year anniversary. As I'm making this video right now on April 29th, 2018, Rockstar hasn't done anything of the sorts for the 10th anniversary. There hasn't been a remastered version with enhanced graphics and 4K resolution. There hasn't been any sort of map expansion we've seen in Grand Theft Auto 5. There isn't a Grand Theft Auto 4 event week in GTA Online. We didn't see any Grand Theft Auto 4 vehicles return. There's been no mention from Rockstar. And I think there's 2 possibilities here. Number one, Rockstar really just isn't focused on that. They're focused on the future. Grand Theft Auto Online updates, Red Dead Redemption 2, future GTA titles, and they don't want to be looking backwards. Yes, they can appreciate GTA 4, but maybe they consider it a waste to go back and do something like that when they already have their hands full with so much going forward in the future. Or what I'm hoping for, now I'm not totally optimistic about this, but maybe Rockstar is just waiting for a bigger event to announce something like this. Now, it seems unlikely, but maybe they're just waiting on E3, which of course is coming up in the summer. Or maybe because today is Sunday, we'll see an announcement later down the line. Typically, Rockstar don't do anything over the weekend. So, again, I'm not totally optimistic here, as I feel like Rockstar is just going to turn the page and move on. But it would be so awesome to get something for GTA 4 and its incredible 10-year anniversary. Anyways, that's all I'm going to be talking about for you guys in this video today. Let me know your experiences with Grand Theft Auto 4 in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys there. And what do you think of this amazing game 10 years later? Let me know your thoughts, opinions, and more in the comments down below. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.